All right, we have confirmation, obviously, when Doomsday, the trailer, is going to debut. It's in front of Avatar, December 19th. What do we think about that? What do you think about a few of the tidbits that I dropped last week? Talk about that. Supergirl is going to have a presence pretty soon. We're going to get a first look at the next DCU movie. Lanterns has a release window officially released. And then we also get some news of the Batman 2. So we have that and more on the show here today. Capes and Cowls with myself, Chris Carr, Winston A. Marshall. Let's get into it, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Got a plate of food here. Trying to hide it. Didn't work. So just own it. Having
I like the honesty.
I mean, at that point, it's like I look down, it's like it's in the shot. You know, what am I gonna say?
Got a plate of food.
Yeah.
Trying to
hold on. Let me
Did a
just
terrible job.
I'm just gonna adjust my nuts. Hold on a second. Perfect. So I did all of it. Welcome back to the show, guys. We got a lot to talk about. There's gonna be a lot of things going on today. Winston, I made an announcement on the yesterday a little bit, and I made it on the I made a post. Our Demon Slayer reactions took a little bit of a hit. Monday, my schedule got it in the way. Winston's schedule got in the way yesterday. So we're gonna be we're back shooting again on Monday, and so we should have the movie reaction up on Friday. I will say, and I haven't told Winston this yet too. We're probably gonna take a break from Demon Slayer in December, only because the launch of the Kickstarter will probably be happening during that month, and I want to try to get as many big reactions from the entire crew. It's also why I've taken a little wait to we're gonna really go after the India-based films with myself and Chris Carr, and I think that we'll probably do that in December. We're just trying to Luke's just pulling his hair out trying to figure out the schedule of it all because we decided with Sam we're gonna go with the Batman, Man of Steel, the Star Wars movies, everything.
Nice.
What am I doing?
Don't know yet. We're gonna look at the list, and we're gonna hit hard because we really talked about it yesterday. And the same thing I will tell, I guess, for people who weren't in here yesterday before we get into the stories, is that I want to hear from the comments live. I want to hear from the comments on the replay on Spotify. Like, what is it that you guys would want to see from this Kickstarter for you to get involved? Because we're going to do something very different. We're going to make sure that you guys can see the entire process of what we are doing, from table reads to other things, to really getting you involved. And I said yesterday, I said, look, we have a goal, and the goal is pretty much going to be like here, right? This will be the goal, that if we hit this goal, that goal means that we will be able to make a show for sure. If we overperform to get to here, it means, oh, we overperformed. That means that actually maybe that person on the list that we didn't think was attainable for that role is now attainable. That DP that we didn't think we could get, we can get that person now. So my question is just to the audience is like, okay, if we get X amount of people to put in $25, what would you want to see at that tier? Like, what do you want to see in order to do that? So we're going to be talking about it on a live show relentlessly. And we're going to be talking about it more so on the reactions and everything too. So just give everybody a heads up, kind of what's coming on down the line.
Dope.
Yeah. But one of those things, and one of the reasons we're going to be doing, I guarantee you, we're going to be covering that Avengers Doomsday trailer up and down and back and forth, and so much before it gets here. We're going to be probably on this show. What are we going to be seeing? What are we going to be doing? And then after it comes out, we're going to break it down to pieces. Well, we know when we're going to do that, and that is going to be on December 19th, and predictably and rightfully so, in front of Avatar. That's right. Now, let's read it. Avengers Doomsday's trailers are confirmed to debut next month. We now have confirmation that the first trailer for Avengers Doomsday will screen in theaters ahead of Avatar first and Ash, and we may get a first look footage of that even sooner than that. We heard from a couple of reliable sources the first trailer of Avengers would be with us before the year end, and it seems we were bang on the money. Collider reports that multiple sources have confirmed that the trailer will debut in front of Fire and Ash. I said something else. What did they say up top there? It wasn't Fire and Ash. Something else. First and Ash. Fire and Ash on December 19th. Okay, so we see that. We don't know if Marvel Studios is planning to release the teaser online around the same time, but they would be wise to do so because bootlegs are definitely going to be doing the rounds. Apparently, one vision of the trailer features Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter, though not suited up in a costume. No credit there, guys. No credit on that one. Come on, I love comic book movie. No credit. They usually always give credit. That's. Let's see who's the author. It's probably somebody I don't know.
It's
Let's
just
see.
no.
It's Mark Cassidy. It's my buddy. That's weird.
Mark, come on.
Come on, Mark. That's okay though. That's all right. I don't really care, to be honest with you. We have also heard that Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom will feature more prominently than you might expect, and he's been described as having a classic Universal monster vibe. Yes, but I will follow that up by saying you're not going to see his face. Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars were recently hit with significant delays, with Doomsday now set to arrive in December 18th. So I mean, I guess a few of the other things I can just say that I talked about is that it looked like, as Winston had kind of speculated in the past, which is I've also been hearing, is that it's three Earths that are going to collide. That eventually forms, what's it called? Battle
World.
Battle World, yeah.
So that's part of that, and then there's other things that I said that with Patrick Stewart, that this is probably his last role in acting in general after this.
Wow.
Thanks for watching my show, guys. So
I do. It just depends on the day. And look, bro,
it's been everywhere. It's been all over. Not just it's on social media too. But and a few other things too. And the thing that I did say is that there were multiple versions of the trailer that were going around, and one of them was Peggy and Steve. But Chris, let's start with you on this one. What do you think about I think everybody's thinking, obviously you want to put this trailer out before Avatar, which is probably smart. But what do you think? Are they going to make it exclusive for theaters, or is that pretty stupid?
I actually don't think it's stupid. I think it'd be really smart in order to get people to go to theaters, which has been a huge problem. We see so many people doing that. I'll wait till it's on streaming. I'll catch that trailer online. I don't need to do this. If we want things to be events, we have to treat them like events. We have to give them exclusivity. That's going to bother a bunch of people and annoy them. I don't care. That's how you make something seem like a big to-do, is you put it just in one place. And eventually, I'm sure they will release it. But if you want to be in the know, if you want to be one of the first to see it, you're going to go to this other Disney property and go check out that trailer. To me, it's a really smart marketing move.
I think that normally that is 100% accurate. But it's not like Avatar really needs that help. I think it's like, hey, we want to get more people to see Avatar. We do, yeah. All right, we'll put the Avengers. Now we're going to make $3 billion. So, I'm joking, of course, but I don't necessarily. But I don't think, though, even with that, though, I don't think you make it exclusive. Because of what the report said. They're right. It's going to be somebody's going to go and record it and put it online, and then you don't get that kind of hype. And guess what? People still want to see it if they want to see it in the big screen, they don't care if it's online first. It's like if it hits online, because I remember when Force Awakens came out, when that trailer came out, everybody watched it online, and then everybody went to go see it in the theater. If it's good and it's a good trailer, people are gonna say, you know what? I get to see this before Avatar. Also, holy crap, I saw it here. I want to see it. I'm going to see it in IMAX. I want to see it on that big screen now too. Holy shit, I get to see that trailer. People who are really hyped to see it. I think it would be a mistake. I would like to respectfully disagree with Chris on this one, because I just think that
how dare you?
I'm sorry. I understand the reasoning behind it. I really do. I just think
I'm really just trying to use my marketing degree so my parents are happy.
100%.
That's really all that's happening.
I think it is a good marketing. I think it is a good marketing play to get people in, but I still think you can do that by putting it online. Maybe not a week before, maybe a couple days before or something, but I think you put it online because you don't want it to get bootlegged, and you want to get the hype around it, and you want to push more people into the theater. But Winston, break the tie.
I think you leave the opening weekend of Avatar to only have the trailer, and then you can drop it on Monday.
Wait, what do you mean? Clarify.
So you drop the trailer in front of Avatar, say on previews start Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you just do it in theaters, and then Monday morning, as they like to do those super early anyway, then you can drop it for everybody else. I think that I'm copping out. I'm saying both of you are right, and I think that that's the way that like
it'll be leaked though. But if you put it on
can't
Thursday,
Hannah Montana us.
Yeah,
sure,
You can't give us the best of both worlds.
I know.
Yes, you can. But
it'll be leaked on. It'll be leaked on Friday, and then they'll be forced to release it online because they want to get the good version out. That's the problem.
Which I totally understand that. But who is that going to necessarily hurt? People will still want to watch it in good quality and not somebody's shitty little phone recording of it in the first place, anyway. Like even with these super nice phones that we have nowadays, those recordings in theaters are still trash. Like they're not good.
Sure.
So it's one of those things where, like, you're right. You don't need help to necessarily, get Avatar, but box office numbers. But like, it is one of those things where I think that will only do big things about the hype of it, of not only Avatar but of Doomsday. To do that would be where I think you can marry the two ideas, and that would work pretty well. But I understand what you're saying, that someone will bootleg it. People gonna bootleg shit no matter what.
But I do think sometimes, I mean, you can make the argument. There's two arguments we made, because I could say, like, let's talk about like Mandalorian Grogu trailer. The same one that they dropped online was the same one they showed like 6 months ago. They didn't do any changes, and it was leaked, and everybody saw it. It was all over the place, and that trailer didn't do very well. Now the argument against that, it could be like, yeah, but there's not enough hype on that show, and it's not like Avengers. It's not like that, which I would say you're right. I just feel like you can do both now, and you can double up because you're already, like we said, you're already getting people in to see Avatar. If you know that people are already going to see that movie, and you can put that trailer out there, plus look at what Michael did yesterday. It's so funny because I posted that trailer. I was like, everybody's talking about it. Some guy writes this, you know how much I hate the LOL comments. And this guy goes, what are you talking about? Nobody's talking about this trailer. And you're anybody talking to this trailer, LOL. Then right afterwards, all I did was take the Google headline of Michael hits 30 million views within, 2 hours and blah, and I just posted that. And it's like that type of hype already for that movie, right? It's Michael Jackson, right? But that is going to show in front of movies this weekend. Right. And that's going to get even more people hyped, plus the 30, 40, 60 million views it already has. So you're doubling up on your promotion, I think, and your marketing, Chris, as you're saying, when you double up on saying, here is on the internet. Hey, you want to go? Guess what? We're also showing this in front of Avatar tomorrow. Go see it.
And then I think you then just can't, if you do want to do the Hannah Montana answer and give us all the best of both worlds, you then give something exclusive in theaters to make the Marvel aspect of it the big event.
Sure.
I know people are going to go see Avatar regardless. But again, litmus test is my dad, and he's going to go, oh my gosh, did you see that Doomsday trailer before Avatar? Holy balls, Chris. Like, that's where we need to have the exclusive little aspect.
Right. But your dad's going to see the movie anyway.
Oh, Avatar. Yeah, I know. But he's also not going to Google a Marvel trailer.
Right.
So like, that's what I'm saying too, is you give people in theaters just a tiny little nugget of something special that you can't get online. And sure, it could be bootlegged or whatever, but you give them something that makes you go, oh, Marvel, that's what I got to go see later. We got to create the hype around that.
I agree. But I think you just said it. Your dad's not going to go out of his way to Google the trailer. So to him, that is going to be an exclusive. To him, that is going to be something that he didn't know was coming. Like, to most people, it's like, oh, look at that. It's to the hardcore sitting down. Oh my God, it's Doomsday. It's this. I think that usually they drop these trailers on all trailers. Usually drops on like a Tuesday. Usually what it'll come out, maybe like a Tuesday, Wednesday. I think you drop it on Tuesday or Wednesday of that Thursday that Avatar comes out. You build the hype behind it, people, because at that point too, a lot of people have bought those tickets anyway. To see Avatar, it's highly doubtful that someone said, not doubtful, it'll happen, but it's less likely that you put the trailer out or tell somebody, hey, we're going to buy that ticket today because the Avengers trailer has come out. If you know that already, that they're going to show it, you bought your ticket as soon as the tickets go on sale, if that's what you really want to do and why you want to see it. But I think that, by promoting it on YouTube and everything else too, I think but regardless, it's coming out. Chris, what do you think about the thing that I had heard about the three Earths and Doom pissed off once again? Some revenge. He's running around the joint, and it looks like there's more credence to this. Him pissed off at Steve Rogers, right?
Oh, absolutely. I really Oh, that's Winston. There's me. Okay. I like the idea of this because we talked about this, I think, last week too. This is basically Marvel's answer to multiverse, just like how DC, and I know everyone gets annoyed with the compare and contrast, but listen, it's exactly like Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's the way that we streamline everything to give us one timeline, and it's allowing us to do some cafeteria style picking and choosing. We like this. This didn't serve us. This is from an old studio. Here's how we make this timeline nice and congruent. We all get to act as the TVA now, and we get to pluck out what doesn't work and have that go away for however long Kevin Feige decides it goes away for. So I think having it be streamlined to 3 Earths also makes it a little more succinct. We're not having infinite worlds. We're not having so many timelines, a whole bunch of variants coming out and attacking everyone. It does make it so it is comic book essence and material that is a bit more digestible for a feature film format. And I'm not saying that in a way that movie audiences are so dumb, we have to make sure it's streamlined for them.
Sure.
That's just a lot to tackle in 1 to 2 movies, you know? Yeah. So I think narrowing it down like that is a really smart move.
Agreed. Winston, you kind of chimed in on that one already too, but the other side of that I mentioned with Patrick Stewart, that this could, I mean, he's 85, you know, and it looks like this could be a good way to say goodbye with him playing Professor X for the last time, and then saying, "Yeah, I'm good. I had a pretty good career. I'm gonna go chill out and go to the Poconos."
Is Ian McKellen doing the same thing?
No, he's doing Lord of the Rings.
he's like, nah, son.
No, he's doing the Hunt for Gollum. I wanted to say real quick, speaking on that, it just shows from Sam, who was dreading Lord of the Rings, to sending me texts about, is this true? Finding out information about the new Hunt for Gollum thing. I said, you better step those news sites. I'm so worried she's gonna get spoiled about the Doom reveal.
Oh
yeah.
Wait, who's gonna get spoiled?
Sam.
She doesn't know already? Oh.
She doesn't know who's playing.
I assume that that was just something that, like, I know you've hidden a lot from her.
No, the one thing I'm trying to, I've been contemplating on it, and I'm going to be so upset. I'm playing the long game here, guys, because the long game is get to, like, essentially, I think it'll be January of 2027 when she sees it, and get to that without her knowing anything, and get that ultimate reveal when she sees it there. Or, well, 2 ors, or just show her the damn reveal at Comic-Con, or wait it out and let her react to the trailer with me and see if he's revealed there. So I don't know yet, but anyway,
I feel like he'll be revealed in the trailer, just because, again,
I know
after that announcement, that's like it's not a secret. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's like not a secret at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And even if, you know, she had you know, even if you would have seen Fantastic Four by then. So
we already saw it.
Oh, you already saw it, which I guess they didn't show.
No, they didn't show him. They just show Doom. They don't tell you who it is.
Damn. Okay.
Well, so did you not tell her who it was?
No, I haven't said
anything.
Anything.
Like, that's some guy's arm. Don't worry about it.
I said it's Doom. She knows it's Doom. She just doesn't know it. She just doesn't know who's playing Doom.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess. But she didn't even see the chairs. She didn't see.
No, that was me and you.
No, I get that, but I figured at some point she may have seen, like, the.
Luckily enough, she has not been spoiled. That's what I'm terrified of. If she's finding the Hunt for Gollum stuff, eventually that's going to hit her algorithm.
Yeah, I think so. The other thing I will say, though, I went to go try and look that up when you mentioned the Patrick Stewart thing. You're the one being quoted on this, bro.
Yeah, but not from Comic Book Movie.
No, I know. I meant about Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart. Yeah,
but not what site is that you're looking at?
NME.com. I don't know.
Look, a lot of people were covering it in general. It's a lot of very, very big sites. Comic Book Movie. That's our spot. That's where we go. Yeah. And I didn't see shit. I was surprised.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to see if
I love this.
Because now I'm looking at it.
I'm being playful. I love Comic Book Movie.
Bro, you're on Men's Journal. Men's Journal.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody giving you your props. Come on, Comic Book Movie. What you doing,
Comic Book Movie at?
What you doing, fam?
Mark Cassidy's like my boy.
We've been loving on you for so long. I hope you're watching this right now.
Mark Cassidy's my boy.
I hope in the next article we go, we apologize to Comic Book Movie for not giving Kristian his props.
No, they're talking about. I really don't care about that stuff. I always say it in jest. My idea, I just like to let people know this is what I'm hearing, and because I don't. Sure. What do I do? Scoops once every year and a half.
Something like that.
Yeah, if something pops in, then I'll get something and I let something out. But that's it.
Yeah, but I would say if you can keep it's not a bad thing. That would be the greatest kept secret maybe in movie history, outside of if somehow Sam didn't know that Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense.
I know
type
that's
shit.
true.
Like that Darth Vader was Luke's father type ish. Like, because it wasn't a secret. That's why that would be phenomenal.
I know. Well, yeah, she knows. She does. See, that's like, so that's, so for example, she's never seen a single Star Wars movie. She's dreading it. Like, she's dreading it. Like, every time it's like I might as well be telling her that I'm taking her to the dentist. And she knows about the Darth Vader thing because she's my age. She's been around pop culture long enough that she's seen that, and she's, so that's the kind of stuff. Like, that's not gonna be a reaction to Empire Strikes Back. She's gonna be like, what? She's gonna know. Like, she's gonna know. But the question is, what is she emotionally involved?
It's just the thing that's crazy is because thinking about the timeline of when you guys started this and thinking about the timeline of when it was announced that he was playing Doom, there doesn't seem to be a feasible way that she didn't hear about this, but somehow she hasn't. So that's why I'm saying, if you can pull, I think you have to go the distance. If you can pull this off, that she can go not see this.
I know.
Here's my question: are you going to take her?
Not to the movie, no.
You're still.
She doesn't want it. She doesn't want it. She wants to watch. She wants to watch it here.
I mean, I respect that. That just means that. Damn, that also means then you somehow have to shield her
until January 2027.
You think it'll be out that soon? You don't think that they might delay that one?
Maybe
because
a month or two. Maybe February. Maybe February.
The only reason why I asked this is it feels like Brave New World came out a little bit earlier, but it seems like both Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, they went like what?
Look about 45 days, right? So December.
Is Fantastic Four out now?
Yeah, it's out. It's been out for a bit. So December. Yeah, probably I'd say mid-February probably is when it comes out, most likely. So, but either way, okay. Well, nonetheless, people are hyped about it. Obviously, this is what we can all agree on is that this is remember we were talking about this. This is another point I guess we should make. And everybody here, I shouldn't say Chris is, but I maybe. We're all guilty at one point when it comes to Avengers Doomsday going, is everybody as hyped? And I don't feel like there's as much hype about it. I remember me and Winston and Coy talking about, there's not enough hype about it right now. And like, I don't know if like on me, I think Coy had said it's like my number 3 or 4 on my list. I think that's starting to change. It feels like now, because we're only a year out, this trailer is going to hit. Now, Chris, this trailer though has to hit. It's got to get people excited, and it can't be what doesn't look like it has any direction, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
they have to nail it. They have to absolutely nail it. Because again, we have so much just kind of, I guess I'll catch that Marvel movie.
Right.
You have to make it a big, exciting thing that is a must see. And again, they have to make sure that it's, sure, this is the culmination of what's been happening in this last phase, but you need to have your average movie going audience go, I absolutely want to go see that. And it doesn't matter if I didn't, watch Agatha or what have you. I can go see this movie and be really into it and understand what's going on and be as excited as everyone else. I just might miss a few like bits of nuance or some minutia.
No. I'm more kind of locked into what you were saying about did like my hype for the thing change? Because again, the 5 movies are Supergirl, Brand New Day, Clayface, Batman Part 2, and Batman Part 2 got pushed, didn't it?
Yeah, but now it actually has it's got a date. It's got a clear date.
What's do you know the date? Because according to this, it's saying it's October 2nd of next year, but that doesn't sound right.
No, is that older? I think it's 2027. Dark. Hold on.
But let's assume it's not there. So it's Supergirl, Brand New Day, Clayface, and Doomsday. I mean,
October 1st, 2027.
Yeah. Okay. So it got pushed a year. So this is just old, but the rest of these still look accurate. Yeah. So I mean, to that point, I still go Brand New Day, Supergirl, Doomsday, and then Clayface. And not that I'm not.
Say that, Winston. Give those again.
In order of what I'm most excited about, Brand New Day, 26.
Oh, 26. Okay, yeah. Right.
So Brand New Day, Supergirl, Doomsday, Clayface. And again, that trailer could switch it up. All of a sudden, that could drop it, put it up to 2, could put it up to 1, could drop it to 4 if it looks crappy. But like it's not that I'm not excited about that. It's just that there is more direct positive hope and association with another Spider-Man movie, with Supergirl based off of Superman, whereas the MCU right now has been on this roller coaster.
Right.
Obviously, Spider-Man's a part of that, but that's been the one shining light that hasn't been
Sure. It
tarnished.
hasn't, not yet. So, yeah, we'll and we got more time. It's coming around the corner. So,
Yeah.
question for you guys: what do you think about Avengers Doomsday, the trailer, the hype, everything around it? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know, whether it's an Eclipse channel, in general. Now, what I've done many times over, and I've probably done this, I don't know, at least 5 times, and this will be 6. I will say, you know what? That damn site, why they credit us? They should have done that. And then I find out they did 4 days ago. So that's what happened here. That's right. Where is it? That's not the one. I'll bring it up in a second. But good old comic book movie made me eat crow.
We take it all back, baby. You've always been good to us.
As my grandmother used to say, just kidding.
As your grandmother used to say, just kidding.
Cyclops and the Summers family will be a major focus of the Marvel Studios' New Mutant Saga. Mark Cassidy writes, some potentially good news for Scott Summers fans here, as a new rumor is claiming that Cyclops and his family will be a major focus of the Mutant Saga. 20th Century Fox X-Men franchise included a lot of characters over the years. And while the likes of Charles Xavier and Magneto did claim the spotlight in later movies, the focus usually found its way back to Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Logan was by far the most popular character among general audiences, but comic book fans have long been waiting for other longtime members of the team, Storm, Rogue, Cyclops, in particular, to be given so much needed attention to the big screen for many years. We still don't know much about Marvel's plans for the Mutant Saga, but previous rumors have claimed that Mr. Sinister will be one of the main villains following his debut in the X-Men reboot. Now, some jerk-off that doesn't say we give him any credit is reporting that Cyclops and the Summers family will be a major focus of the entire saga, with a view to moving away from the Wolverine for the time being. Most X-Men fans will be aware the Summers family tree is somewhat headache-inducing, and tackling those comic book arcs in an extensive way would certainly be an ambitious prospect. If Sinister is indeed involved, it's probably safe to assume that elements of Inferno will be adapted. Numerous possibilities, but assuming this rumor is on the level, Cyclops fans will have no doubt be relieved to hear that the team's fearless leader will be finally getting some love. Okay, so first off, as we said, props to comic book movie.
Bro,
I
really hope like the next couple articles are just like they reference all of this.
They should.
Like, that would be
they absolutely should.
They need to. That would be so funny. And via Kristian Harloff. See, we pay attention to you after all, Kristian.
Absolutely. This is also why I don't get upset about things, because I know I'm probably the one who missed that. That's why I don't get upset. I say, I don't really care. I don't care because they posted it 4 days ago. Or 3 days ago, whenever it was. So props to them. But Winston, the funny thing is, even before little birdies are flying around where I live, we had been talking about that's where they should go. And I think that I would assume X-Men 97 made them realize, hey, this is what we need to do. It's working really well in the animated series, and Cyclops didn't really get his due, minus the great performance. But it's time for us to really put this guy in the forefront and show that we don't just need Wolverine. So if my birdies are not lying, what do you think?
I think that's a smart move. I love Wolverine as a character, but I think the biggest mistake that was made, though I understand why they did it, was to make the X-Men just about Wolverine. He is incredibly interesting and a lot of reasons to love him, but to make that the sole focus when there are so many interesting characters involved in the X-Men, like, I forget Scott. Storm has not gotten her due. Storm is
True.
So incredibly interesting, from her claustrophobia to the fact that she is perceived as a goddess. Like, that's the thing that has not been done in live action.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has put the reverence on Storm's name the way that they should, because you saw in 97, they all feel that way. But even Magneto, who is he doesn't like sell stuff short. He goes, we are literally looking at a god here, and you guys are just out here in the streets not putting respect on her name. So I love the idea of focusing on Cyclops, because I have never been a huge Cyclops fan. X-Men 97 made me really want to like give more credence to him. I do love him as a villain too, so that also gets really interesting, that if we get really involved with him and his family and all that stuff, and we see the steps that maybe turn him into becoming the villain that he does ultimately for a little bit there, that also becomes super interesting. So I think that this is just a very, very smart move to let that be the focus. So I hope that they follow through with that.
Same, Chris. I'm assuming, because I know you're a big X-Men 97 fan as well.
Yeah.
It's okay to put Wolverine back, because the other thing is, we don't necessarily know, by the way, who's going to make it out of the Doomsday and Secret Wars out of the X-Men that we already know. My guess is none of them except Hugh Jackman. That's my guess. And I think that if that is the case, I also think there's a possibility that he's still running around. Maybe not as the Wolverine, but maybe he is Wolverine, and that gives them the opportunity to focus in on Cyclops first. But I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I'm with you guys that I think this is a smart thing to focus on. We talked about this last week. Cyclops is messy. He is messy in the comic books, and that makes this fun and ripe for stories. I also know, I said last week, I am a Jean Grey hater. However, diving into this story, I can't be perfect all the time. I have to have some bad taste, okay? I love putting the focus on Scott and his family, and obviously Jean is a big part of that, but then taking it away from maybe not doing the Phoenix Saga immediately, maybe not doing something like that, and focusing on how he is as a leader, as a father, as a husband, those sort of things, and seeing how he can really take center stage. Because as much as I love Wolverine, particularly as Hugh Jackman has portrayed him, we didn't have this big focus on Wolverine in the comics until Hugh Jackman. And so putting him at the forefront was something that we did in the movies. And I think it's a really great idea to get kind of back to basics and go, hey, here's our first class, essentially. Here are our original X-Men. We're going to focus on them, and we're going to focus on what they bring to the party. Because I also don't need the exact same formula played out over and over again. I don't need to see that love triangle over and over again. I don't need to see all of these like Weapon X things. I love that stuff, and I think you can build towards it. But give me a different POV this time, and make the leader of the X-Men actually a leader that I want to follow too. Especially one that's flawed and interesting like Scott Summers.
Yeah, and you want him to be rooting for him and be like, hey, Wolverine, get out of here. Let the guy. There were times I was rooting for Hugh Jackman to score Jean Grey, and I shouldn't have been, because Scott was so like nose up in the air, and it's like, it's just kind of a too goody. Whoa.
Oh
no. Kristian down.
I'm okay. Sometimes it happens. So either way, I think that this movie or this storyline could work depending on how they do it, and then the introduction of Wolverine down the line. What say you guys? Do you like this idea? You think comic movies ever gonna credit me ever again because of the way that I keep telling them that they don't credit me?
I wish I knew.
Probably not. So that being said, put your thoughts in there, put your comments in there. We want to know. All right, we're going to get back to more stories here in the realm of comic book news. But before we do, man, I love True Classic. That's right. True Classic, trade coffee, and you should too. It's the easiest thing in the world for me to do is talk about how much I love True Classic. I love True Classic. They're just the best. I wear them everywhere. I'm wearing one right now. The guys at True Classic, they started with a simple mission. You bring premium, comfortable clothing to the masses because looking good and feeling great, it shouldn't come with a designer price tag. And clearly people agree, myself included, with over 25 million shirts sold to 5 million customers, more than 200,000 five-star reviews. True Classic has become a staple in closets everywhere. The brand's not just about fabric or fit. It really is about confidence. I walk into a room and I feel good wearing my True Classic gear. That's what makes True Classic the perfect gift this holiday season. Doesn't matter if you're shopping for your dad, your brother, your partner, and now even women and kids. True Classic has something for everyone. The same premium comfort and perfect fit that build the brand are now available for the whole family. They fit where they should, they feel incredible, and they don't break the bank. Yet, you get the tailored look without sacrificing comfort or blowing the holiday budget. I wear them. I wear jeans, True Classic. I wear shirts. True Classic, I'm getting a hat for myself for Christmas. Skip the guesswork and the overpriced designer stuff. Give comfort, give confidence, give True Classic. You can find them anywhere. You go to Amazon, you go to Target, you go to Costco, you go to Sam's Club, but you got to head on over to trueclassic.com/Christian to grab the perfect gift for everyone on your list. I promise you, this will be the best gift you give anyone this holiday season. Let's go. You guys know how excited I get talking about trade coffee. And it's holiday season, man. And for you guys, Black Friday came early because it is the season of giving, or I don't know, maybe it's just the perfect excuse to discovering something new, because trade your match to coffees from the country's best independent roasters. They deliver fresh and tailored to your taste. A little gift for you and your mornings. You know how long I've been using trade. You know how long I've been enjoying trade. It's a part of my thing. I got a little trade mug. That's how much I love them. It's the #1 coffee destination in the U.S. because their team of expert baristas, tasters, and Q graders, they use real coffee knowledge to match you with the coffees that you're going to love. They curate over 450 coffees so you can try something new with every delivery, and their guaranteed variety no matter your roast and taste preference, because each bag it's roasted to order and it's delivered fresh to your door at prices comparable to grocery brands, but with cafe level quality in every cup. And I can certainly attest to that. I just love the way it smells in the morning in my kitchen. It's the best. I just like that they tailor it to me, and I said, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a dark roast. I'm looking for something that I can, that I really can enjoy, kind of a smoky flavor, and they do it. They know how to do it. I dig it, and I've been with them for a long time. So the best deal for you guys right now is that Trade's offering 50% off a 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/Christian, 10% off gifts. That's drinktrade.com/Christian. You get 50% off of 1 month. And 10% off of gifts. Come on. Drinktrade.com/Christian. Giving you a deal here. I'm giving you more than a deal. I mean, come on. Trade. I get so excited when I talk about Trade and True Classic. I mean, I literally wear True Classic all the damn time. Gym, everywhere. And it's coming around the holiday season. So hopefully you guys are smart. Use those codes. All right. You guys have been kicking ass lately in the questions. You guys have been if not winners, multiple weeks in a row, every other week, whatever it is. So right now you're currently at 10. You need to get to 106.
Okay.
All
So
right.
we got it's you guys. It's you guys. And one of the things that I can say for people too is that if you want to do the same thing that you did, if there's questions and thoughts that you want to put in regarding the pilot, and ideas you have for the Kickstarter inside of your questions, I have no problem when we're doing the questions of answering that also. Winston is going, speaking of the pilot, Winston in the beginning of the questions side of things will probably have to start the question round because I have to take a call regarding the pilot. It'll be quick. It's not going to be a long one, but just to let everybody know. Okay, so again, 106 is what you're looking for, and we've got 2 Marvel stories in the can, or maybe 3, I don't even remember. Now, let's switch up to a DC. We're going to go back to Marvel. We're going to stick to DC for now. And that is another anticipated movie that Winston had mentioned earlier, and that's Supergirl. Now, apparently, it's going to have a presence at CCXP next month. Are we going to get a new look at the next DCU movie? So, it's been confirmed that Supergirl will have a presence at next month's CCXP in Brazil, where we might just get a first look at some footage. Though we don't have any details just yet, DC Studios Supergirl will have a presence at next month's CCXP in Brazil, which is scheduled to run from December 4th to the 7th. The events will showcase a Supergirl interactive booth, which means we could get a first glimpse of some new footage, new promo images for the next DCU movie. This is far from guaranteed, however, as there is already a poster out there, and the display could feature shots of Millie Alcott from Superman. Supergirl wrapped principal photography back in May, but as is generally the case with any major studio comic book movie, reshoots were scheduled shortly after. According to a recent report from Daniel Rickman, cameras are rolling again from what will amount to 2 additional weeks of additional photography. He believes this will be mainly to include David Corenswet's Superman. Could be explained why the Superman costume was on display at Warner Brothers Studio Tours exhibit. According to a recent report from the Hollywood Reporter, Supergirl had quite a screening. Supergirl had a quiet screening on the Burbank lot with a selective group of executives and a few members of James Gunn's trusted DC stable. Trey didn't reveal any details. A couple of reliable scoopers have claimed to have heard great things about the movie and wouldn't be surprised if some first reactions begin to filter throughout the next couple of weeks. A recent interview, Anna Noguera spoke up about what attracted to her this rougher and grittier, edgier, funnier take. She watched Krypton. We were this the other day, but she watched Krypton completely be destroyed. I was like, I can't get my head around the version of the character that is so sunny. Okay, so let's really focus in on the fact that, Chris, this is going to be in Brazil. Brazil's a pretty big con, by the way. They do show a lot of stuff. It's huge. Yeah. I mean, Frosty would go there for Collider all the time, and I'd be like, oh, it's probably a smaller thing, and you come back with all these stories, and it's massive, and what happened?
No, I'm just laughing at it. Does he be like, oh, it's not gonna be a big deal? You
no, that's what I thought.
Stories, bro.
It was huge. Like, no, he would come back with these major breaking stories and all the footage, and he would show how big it was. It was massive. So I do think that they're going to show some stuff. I don't think it'll be stuff, as you were talking about before, Chris, that's going to be released to the public, but it'll be exclusive there. But I do think we'll get not leaked reports. We'll get reported reports from the media about what it is and what they liked or didn't like. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. It would be so foolish to not give them some exclusives. And it doesn't even have to be anything huge. It doesn't even have to be a full scene. It just needs to be something. It just needs to be a tiny bit of footage that we all latch onto and go, ooh, that looks great. Or we get a little bit more insight into Kara. Just a little tidbit is going to go a long way, because the fans at this con in particular are rabid, and they love going. The atmosphere always seems so great in the footage that you see of these, and most actors who come out of this too always talk about how this con is so fun and so vibrant. So I feel like, just as a service to the people who go to this as well, you're gonna give them something.
I think Chris is right here, Winston. Also, I think, is there a shot, because let's do the math on this, right? I think it comes out in July, right? Is it July?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but hold on. According to this, it is June. It's
June.
The end of June, the 26th of June.
So June.
So you're essentially right.
So we're 5.5, 6 months out from this movie, or whatever it might be. Maybe 6.5 months out from this movie. And no trailer yet. Usually you get a teaser within a year of the movies when they're done. So yes, exclusive footage. But do we get a teaser that is put online? I think it's a good possibility that we get a teaser that might be put online. What do you think?
I think so, because if I remember correctly, wasn't that when we got Superman was last December?
Well,
yeah.
If I remember correctly, so that would be, you're now setting a precedent, which I think is good, of, hey, for our big summer movies, you're going to get something in December, and that will be like the big thing. And this is the next major thing in their stable. I think that also gives them a little bit of a stamp. If Disney has been kind of dominating Christmas, not that they won't eventually get back in the ring once DC feels like it's strong enough, but you either have an Avatar or a Star Wars or now an Avengers, since they've downshifted. That's how you stay in the conversation without having to have the pressure of putting out a project in December. You know what I'm saying? It's
I mean, so and is that what you're saying too? You put a Supergirl in front of Avatar also?
Yep. Why not? You could put it in front of Avatar. You could put it in, like, what other big movies are coming out during that time? But like, so if Disney's like, oh, we don't want your movie in front of us, then pick another major movie that's dropping.
It's true.
Or it's not going to happen in front of Wicked. I think that's way too soon, because that's in what, like 2 weeks.
Well, it depends. I mean, so that's in 2 weeks. When's the Brazil?
The Brazil thing is December, the first
December.
week of
So no, probably not. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, pick a movie that's coming out in December of this.
I think. Well, the only other one you could do, which wouldn't really make sense for this tone, is the freaking Zootopia 2, which will be the next big movie. The only 3 real huge releases you have are Zootopia, Avatar, and Wicked. Those are the 3 major bangers that you could put it in front of.
Yeah, because like I'm looking, you're not going to do it in front of Five Nights. That doesn't make any sense. You're not going to put it in front of Hamnet. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you're right. Those are the options. So
Avatar is the Super Bowl of the movie theater. If you can get your trailer in front of Avatar, you spend what it is. You say, all right, Disney's gonna go, sure, you want to put it in there, a little money,
put it in front of the SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants.
Right. So Avatar. And so because the other reason why is you want to set your tone.
Yeah,
you want to set your tone. You want to let people know what this movie is, and by putting it out in December, otherwise you've got to sit through January, when it's essentially the toilet bowl of the movie season, and then on February you might get, let's see, what's the big movie that comes out in February? I'll tell you in a second, because there's, I mean, like if you're putting movies out there, I mean, again, this goes back to our previous conversation where you get it on, if you can get it out on the internet and you can promote it that way, great. But you also still want to put it in front of a big movie when people are going to see the movies. And right now, you've got Avatar in December, which will live for quite a while. You could put it in front of Scream 7 in February, but that's really the first really big thing that people are going to be checking out. March, I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, there's really is.
I think the move is Avatar. You drop it in front of Avatar. If you don't do that,
you
set up, because you have, big sporting events happening. So you have like the Christmas, both football games and basketball games. You could do it in front of that. That would really be the only other major option I could think of, is picking a holiday sporting event and drop, because that happens all the time. It's like, here's the, like they do that in front of the Super Bowl. They've done that in front during the NBA finals. That's a pretty normal thing to do too.
But also, Chris, going back to Winston's earlier suggestion about Wicked, right? Couldn't you could potentially do a combination of both what that suggestion and what you were saying earlier, is that, all right, because if you look at it, female-led superhero film, big female-driven film in Wicked 2, it would make sense to put it there, and then you run that trailer there, and you didn't have to exclusively have the trailer in Brazil. You could then say, hey, we just released this trailer 2 weeks ago, and people, the hype's there. Now we're going to show you guys something from the movie.
That's what I was going to say. That might be the way to do it. Do the trailer in front of Wicked, and then here's an actual scene from the movie. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Is it wrong, though, that I want them to do, if it is in front of Wicked, to kind of treat it like how they did those Lilo and Stitch trailers back in the day, where it's just Lobo screwing up with a Wicked set? Like, I want him to just be like spray painting stuff and kicking Glinda.
Right. That'd be good.
I'd love it.
They combine it together. But if it was Warner Brothers that was doing both, then maybe. But I think it's possible. Either way, they should get something soon, because you're at June. You got to throw a teaser out about this to get awareness for it, because it's the summer season. Because once that summer season, really, you can't. I mean, you can start playing trailers in like April and May, but that should be like the first real trailer. Teasers should start coming soon. Anyway, what do you guys make of the Supergirl presence in Brazil? What are they going to show? Are they going to show anything? Yeah, I hear you. Don't ask you. So put your thoughts in there. Tell us what you think. We're going to stick with DC. Sticking with DC, and we've been talking about Lanterns, and now there's some more. Lanterns now releases the official release window, and Warner Brothers boss calls the Batman 2 terrific, as opposed to saying, it's dog shit.
I would respect him so much more.
Right? We're taking a tax break. We're not putting it out. All right. So, but still, Big Balls is going to be off the air for a little while after his comments on Batgirl yesterday.
Really no!
Really that was just to go get me to rewatch the show. Do you have a timestamp? You gonna make me watch the whole thing?
I'm not sure. No, I'm sorry. I went.
Okay.
No, it's because I don't know. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It drops off and it does this thing.
Essentially, I said, hey, they asked for it. It's like my greatest hits. Like I'd be hitting that ass if she got released. What I said was, she got released. But I released on Catwoman and Batgirl. Because I'm a dirty, disgusting little fucker. Yeah.
Yeah, you really are, bro.
Get out.
You really are.
Get out. Guy's trying to get me canceled. No wonder comic book movie doesn't cover us. There's a reason why. Son of a bitch. You know what I should start doing is I should start breaking news as Big Balls.
That would actually be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
Then they have to decide if they're actually going to post your thing.
Yeah, that's my favorite. So when someone says that the chipmunk is their time to say goodbye, that's when I put them. I put them in timeout. Because it means you have to leave, so don't come back. I love when they threaten. If he comes, I'm out. Get the fuck out. See you later. All right. Next one. Here we go. Lanterns release window officially revealed, and here we go. Here it is. So we might finally have a release window for DC Studios Lanterns, but is the show bypassing HBO for an HBO Max debut? Well, I don't know if they should do that because I don't even know if they're going to even have that if Paramount buys them. Find news on that right now as we read along. All right. Warner Brothers Discovery had a call, and while the DC Studios updates were few and far between, we still have some news to share. First, in a letter to shareholders, a release window for Lanterns was officially revealed. Like Peacemaker, it appears we can expect the show to bypass HBO for HBO Max debut. That means The Penguin, Watchmen remain the only DC TV series to get the HBO treatment. So importantly, with its first theatrical release, Superman DC Studios marked a new era and critical first step on its 10-year journey to deliver fans a fresh and cohesive storyline across film and television while bringing new heroes and villains to the surface. Building on Superman's foundation, upcoming DC Studios projects include Lanterns, which will debut on HBO Max in early 2026, Supergirl, Clayface, which are scheduled for theatrical releases in summer and fall of 2026, Man of Tomorrow, follow-up to Superman, which James Gunn is writing and will again direct. We remain incredibly excited about the momentum at DC Studios and its prospect to reconnect with fans and ignite the next generation of these beloved characters. What was not included was we are trying to beef this up as much as we can so we can up the price on Ellison. On the aforementioned phone call, Zaslav confirmed that the script for Man of Tomorrow has been written by James Gunn and called Matt Reeves the Batman Part 2 terrific. The Warner Brothers Discovery CEO also believes franchises like Gremlins, Goonies, Practical Magic could become mini tentpoles for the studio and acknowledge that merchandising of our IPs is something we haven't done particularly well. They now have a team to change that, which bode well for the collectors. Our story takes place in a couple of years. So we're talking about for what? Okay. Our story takes place in a couple of different time periods about Lanterns, and so the challenge was for the characters to be consistent in their course. John's sort of a different person is one of them than he is in another. When do we get an actual Lanterns is set to premiere in 2026? We still don't have an actual date of when it comes out, but yeah, I mean, it's really nothing to that except what I said. I mean, it just that letter is out there to say, hey, look at all the cool stuff we got. You got a lot of stuff there, Winston. So, like, what did you? I mean, as we joked about it, but it's still the guy who's writing this thing is that. By the way, Batman 2 is great. I mean, really? Oh, I believe every word you say. You're honest. So what do you make of it?
I mean, if you're trying to genuinely sell your company, you're not going to say one of the biggest things that is set to make money is bad. You're not going to say, we got a script. We'll see what happens with it. Or no, we're getting some notes in. You're going to say it's terrific because everything is all good. Now, I actually believe that. I actually believe that it will be because based off of what Matt put out there, even if it had notes, I'm sure that there is this script is good and they just maybe need to make some changes if I don't know what draft he's on at this point. But yeah, I think that is you wouldn't say anything to the contrary. The only way you would honestly is if maybe you're really trying to put pressure on Gunn and Reeves for some reason.
Right.
But I think that's the thing. You're in the middle of trying to sell the company, one way or the other. So everything is terrific. Everything is great. And look, merchandising.
Right, exactly.
Merchandising.
Yeah, it's true. Chris, you feel the same way?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, okay, I'm just a hater this episode. I'm sorry, you guys. But Zaslav also said that Flash was the greatest comic book movie ever made. And no, it wasn't.
I was Gunn, I think.
Oh, I thought it was Zaslav who was like, it's the best thing I've ever seen. Because at CinemaCon, he talked about how much he loved this movie.
They both may have.
Either
way, I hear what you're saying.
There's no accounting for taste, and everything is subjective.
She's right. She's right. Zaslav loved the movie and the Flash so much that he called it the best superhero I've ever seen, seeing it multiple times. Yeah, you're right. And he arranged a private screening for Tom Cruise.
Wow.
If people love that movie, great. I love that for you. I don't enjoy that one, and I don't think it is objectively the greatest comic book movie ever made. What you guys have said, though, too, is if you are selling your company, you are not going to talk about how dog shit everything is. You are not going to throw your own IP under the bus. You are going to absolutely polish any turd and go, everything here is incredible. We're going to just have a little Muppets moment. Everything is great. Everything is grand. We've got the whole wide world in the palm of our hand. Come and buy it all.
Did you mean to rhyme?
Oh, I did. I was quoting a Muppet song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. I wanted you not to mean it. Would have been fun.
No, I mean, I do. I do have a very Seussian essence about me.
She does have a Seussian essence.
I look like everyone's kindergarten teacher.
What a dick move that was. I mean, like you quote this like sweet Muppets movie, and I'm like, it would have been better if you would have made it up on your own.
Just do better, Carr. Come on.
I was gonna say, Chris, you do kind of look like Miss Rachel's, like sister. And here's Auntie Chris.
I'm just Miss Rachel's cousin who has a little too many Cosmos at the family reunion. It's like, and another thing, I'm gonna get a little mean.
Hey. All right. Put your thoughts in there, guys, about this. What do you make of it? What do you make of Zaslav? Is this guy? He's being genuine. Look, Batman 2 probably is pretty fantastic. But you believe him when he says it? Who knows? We're gonna end the stories today with DC. Because this is another one. We're going to call it a bit of an audible that wasn't on the show notes, and that's fine. Peacemaker, season 2. The viewership data has now been revealed. So let's find out if the DCU show was actually a hit. People, there were rumors and other things saying, look, it wasn't. Season 2 viewership data has been revealed. Was it a hit? Viewership data through the series has become the first DC show on HBO Max to rank on Nielsen's top 10. Can it be considered a success? Peacemaker season 1 was universally loved, launching Chris Smith into mainstream and getting Wigwam's Do You Want to Taste It stuck in the heads of millions of people. Unfortunately, the show's 8-episode second season did not necessarily enjoy the same critical reception, though the first episodes were quite warmly received. Reception on the project took a steep decline upon the airing of its finale. Aside from its critical woes, however, it remained to be seen how the show had performed in terms of viewership. Now, thanks to new data, we have an idea. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Peacemaker got a spot on the Nielsen streaming charts. However, the show is said to have barely reached the top 10 of the original series category for the period of October 6th to the 12th. That week, Peacemaker accumulated 398 million minutes of watch time per the Hollywood Reporter. The season 2 finale, which came out October 9th, accounted for 42% of total viewership, which translates to roughly 167 million minutes watched. It's important to point out that viewership numbers appeared to be for all 16 of the series, not just season 2. With that, it means the show's remaining 15 episodes received a combined 231 million minutes of watch time during that week. Generalizing the viewership and dividing evenly into 15, we get an approximate 15.4 million minutes of watch time. Again, not counting the finale, keeping in mind though this might not be an accurate representation of viewing numbers for the series, given that the fluctuation of each episode between season 1, season 2. It marks the first time a DC show on HBO has made it to the Nielsen top 10. For context, the DC-based shows include Creature Commandos and Harley Quinn. Is Peacemaker 2 a success? With the information, Peacemaker's second season, is it a success? It's difficult to give a firm answer given how the viewership numbers only cover 1 week. However, there is enough context around the data providing to answer the question with an educated guess. For starters, Peacemaker's numbers were significantly lower than other projects on the chart for the same week of the 6th to the 12th of October. The number 1 spot was claimed for a second week by Netflix's Monster, the Ed Gein story. The show is said to have 51% increase from the week prior, ranking at 2.3 billion minutes of watch time. To provide a full context of Peacemaker's audience size, the rankings are Monster, Love is Blind, Halo, Is It Cake, Tulsa King, Wayward, The Great British Baking Show, Boots, Wednesday, and Peacemaker. Of course, it's important to mention that it does not count watch times on tablets, phones, computers, only on televisions. I mean, that's pretty big. With that said, going only by this data, it would appear that even though Peacemaker had a viewership count moderate enough to appear in the top 10, the series was not necessarily a major hit. And then it goes into it. I think if you're James Gunn, you're disappointed in this. I think because, he talked about this is the greatest thing that he ever did. And he loved it. It was his favorite thing that he ever did. He loved it. If I was in Superman, I would have been pissed off if he said that. But he was like, he's like, yeah, love it. I think it was too gunny, personally. And I think that the first, it's similar to what season 2, Guardians 2 was. he found the balance in Guardians 3, and he had the balance in Guardians 1. He had the balance for me in Superman. Does he look at this, or does he blame it on the audience? What do you think, Chris?
Oh, no, I think he'll take this in stride, honestly. I really do. I think that this is okay, I've got to recalibrate. Not all of this fired for everyone. And just because, and this is something that's very important for creatives and artists as a whole, too. Yeah, make art for yourself. That's fantastic. Do that. But also receive constructive criticism with poise and great understanding. Just because we love something doesn't mean it is the greatest thing we've ever made. And we can have so much fun. Being on a film set is like being at summer camp. You get all these friends for this limited amount of time. You have the best time. But then sometimes those camp stories don't translate to everybody else. They weren't there. They weren't part of the magic of making it. So I hope that he takes these kinds of criticisms and reviews and goes, okay, so should we revisit the actual show and do a season 3? Should we continue on this specific story? Here are some adjustments that we can make so that I'm still really happy with the end product here, because that's the difference too. We are working with a product. We do have executives. We do have numbers to hit. For him to go, okay, I can still have this have the absolute soul and essence of what I want it to be and still love it, but I can streamline this into a way where it's, hey, this is speaking truthfully for these characters. This is what makes sense for the story. This makes sense for the overall DC story that I want to tell.
That's right. That's
and
right.
you can hit all those points.
Yeah. Winston?
I think that Gunn will also I believe he'll take it in stride. I don't think that, like, you're on a course. I'm sure he heard some of the complaints that people had about the end of the season. I'm sure that that will kind of ring true. I think that while the first season of Peacemaker did well, it still is a little like outside of the general scope. Superman is Superman. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little easier to do that. And maybe that is why it was so heavy to bring in Lex and everything near the end of it, was because of that. Maybe you were trying to circle people in to check this out. He even was pushing earlier, hey, Superman's dropping on digital early so that you can have that connection with Peacemaker. But, I think while you may be a little disappointed, I don't think it's anything to like get up in arms about one way or the other. I think the more interesting thing is, depending on how the sale goes, is that going to ruin any of your game plan one way or the other? I think
we're not gonna Peacemaker season 3. There's no way.
No. I don't think that that's happening. But I think that the main thing that Gunn is probably paying attention to, other than keep moving until you hear otherwise, is to keep your eye on how, or if this sale happens, what is going to be allowed. Like, are you going to be essentially done with, the Brave and the Bold finally? And they're like, nope, sorry, done. We're not doing that. Like, I don't know. That would be the thing, if I'm Gunn, I'm most worried about.
I just think the last thing that I would say about this is that I think that, you also have to, I don't know, put together a plan to, they're going to hope Supergirl is the hit. Here's the scenario from Gunn, though, that you got to put your ego to the side, right? Because they need Supergirl to be, it would be great if Supergirl was like a big hit. It'd be great. It would be like, okay, that's like, and because Superman, there should be a definitive answer on something. They had to do a whole article of whether or not it was a hit. There's still an article on Superman, whether or not it was a hit. Did it lose money? Did it make money? It's both things so far. The big live action things have been, is it a hit or is it a failure? You want a definitive hit if you're him. You want one. Now, the irony is, if Supergirl is that one, the people will start to say, well, the first one that they get the hit, guess who didn't have anything to do with it directing wise? Does his ego take that? Is he able to take that? And what if Clayface crushes and Lanterns crush, and then Superman, Man of Tomorrow does okay, right? Then you start to go, and then you start to go, hey, maybe I should just be producing this stuff and maybe not directing as much, or direct something else, or maybe pull back on just making it James Gunnish and make it DC. I don't know, but the opposite could happen. You could have Superman, Man of Tomorrow be the first massive hit because the first one was liked a lot. And then he does it even more, and you're like, no, it worked. It took time to get there.
Which is also fair. I mean, I'm curious, how much do you think that Feige was making tweaks or putting hard lines on stuff with the Guardian series?
I think he had more guardrails. For sure. But I think I mean, he clearly has freedom. He had
Right.
freedom, but he said it a bunch in interviews. There were certain things that he had to do to get to, because they were leading towards Avengers and other things too. So he had to do certain things that maybe he didn't want to do. He's the one who's setting those now. So
that's the only reason why I'm
yeah,
curious.
yeah, no,
is
it's a good
because
question.
that would probably almost dictate part of what, if the complaint is he's going a little too gunny with things one way or the other, is okay, do we think then that was what stopped it before, or is it just that we're in a place now because he was so hot doing those movies and then got this job that like now it's like, all right, I'm gonna go even bigger? Like which was it an evolution, or has it always been the same and there was maybe something there?
I just don't think there's enough game tape yet, honestly. All right, what do you guys think? What do you make of all of it? Put your thoughts in there about the Peacemaker stuff, about the future of it. We want to know. We're going to be back for your questions in just a second. Before we do, I'm going to tell you about two of our great friends over at Nutrafol, and of course, Factor. I've been both, and Winston's been going to the gym a lot too. Winston, I know if you're looking for meals, man, and this is the way to go. Since I started doing this show, I really have been introduced some brands that just really fit what I'm looking for in my lifestyle, and nothing could be more true than that with Factor. Oh, I love Factor. It's so good. It's not the easiest to try to find times to cook. That's why I love Factor. They have the chef prepped, they have the dietitian approved meals. It makes it so easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic the season is going to get. So there's more variety. There's more meals. You can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp. That's what I get, to be honest with you. No extra cost. You can support your wellness goals, even more GLP-1 friendly meals and new Mediterranean diet options packed with protein and good for you fats. For the first time ever, try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors. It's influenced by China, Thailand, and more. There's more choices, better nutrition, and that is why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. You can feel the difference no matter your routine. I love it. You should love it too. It's been so helpful for me, especially when I'm getting back from the gym. Like, I got to eat something good. Factor says, here you go. So you eat smart at factormeals.com/Christian50 off. You got to use that code Christian50 off. You get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Do you hear that? I'm going to tell you again. That's code Christian50 off at factormeals.com. 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. You get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with the code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Factor! It's so delicious. It's delicious. Nutrafol was a game changer, man. I remember when, back in the day when we first heard about them, Brett and I were like, all right, let's try it. Man, oh man. Love Nutrafol. It's been so beneficial to me, confidence building. And I will tell you right now, you will love it too. What is Nutrafol? Well, Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's trusted by over 1.5 million people. So you can feel great about what you're putting into your body, since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. Adding Nutrafol into your daily routine, it's simple. You purchase it online. There's no prescription required. It's automated deliveries and free shipping. It'll keep you on track. Plus, with the Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20%, and you'll have access to free one-on-one doctor consults to support you on your hair growth journey, and a Headspace meditation membership. It's included. So if you want to see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months, use Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and a free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com. You got to enter that promo code Christian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. You spell that Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Christian. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code Christian. All right, thank you to Nutrafol and, of course, Factor. So excited to have them on the show, and I'm excited that you guys have the opportunity to try them out. And if you haven't already been doing it, you really should take advantage of it. I promise you. Like I'm telling you. Take advantage of it. All right, Winston, I'm going to make a quick phone call. Right now, you guys are currently at 29. So I'll give you guys the 2 shot. And before you start the questions, why don't you guys tell people where they can find you, and then start the question, Winston, and I'll be back ASAP.
Sounds good.
Hold on, look.
Uh-oh.
No, I was gonna say it's just not ready yet. Hold on.
No, it's all good.
Hey.
And then there's definitely one with the two of us. It looks like that. Boom.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. So Chris, you're up. What is what's going on your stuff, man? Two Filthy Casuals and all.
Oh, we've got a great new episode out today talking about the Real Housewives franchise. It's a lot to unpack, and it's really great, especially for people like me who aren't super into reality television programming, to understand what the appeal is. We play some F, Marry, Kill with the different franchises. We try to come up with our own Housewives tagline. It's a really fun time. You can check that out on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, or you can head on over to YouTube to watch that video as well.
Wunderbar. And you can find me at the Swaggy Blurred on all platforms here on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, all that good stuff, man. We got the Blur breakdowns on Monday. I didn't get a chance to do one this week just because I have been pretty ill with a stomach bug, so I do apologize about that. Yeah, it's been kind of gnarly, but to that point, I didn't even get the Michael trailer out that I'm sure people have seen a million times. So after the show is over, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go watch that. So, and I'll put that up. It probably won't do numbers because it's been 24 hours, but we'll try it. We'll see what happens, man. We've got Spill the Tequila on Tuesdays over on the John Roca channel. Wednesdays, myself and Jay Washington, Blurred's in the Hood. And then obviously here. And then as Kristian mentioned, the Demon Slayer reactions, scheduling did not work out this particular week. So we'll be recording the Mugen Train movie on Monday, and then I think Kristian said it'll drop on Friday, but then we're going to go on a temporary hiatus for Demon Slayer so we can focus on some other stuff to kind of gear up for the Kickstarter. So
yep. Yeah, so I probably obviously didn't have the call. If
say that was fast.
I know, if it then that would have been great. So if it comes in while we're doing it, same thing, I'll have to jump off. So let's start right now, currently at 30. Aiming for 106. So here we go. Nathan Yamamoto is a beast.
Oh, that's the Dodgers pitcher, right?
Yeah, Winston was at the parade.
Yeah. Oh,
no,
nice.
I was shitting my brains out, but that's fun.
Oh no, do you want me to bring you some soup or some bone broth?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the worst of it was the first half of the week. So when Kristian actually was like, I can't film today, I was like, good.
Right.
Oh, no.
Good. Yeah, that would have been an interesting video. Will Rogue be a tank in Rivals?
Ooh, probably. She should be. I hope she is.
I don't know enough
I haven't
about
played
it.
Rivals in a while. I need to get back on that.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Johnny Patrice. Winston, what's your favorite
Dandaran?
Yep, perfect.
My favorite Dandaran. Probably I was really enjoying season 2 and the introduction of the Evil Eye, and then having all of them kind of have their powers now and trying to stop the Evil Eye. Like, I really enjoyed that little arc that was going on there. I'm a big fan of the show. I really think you would like the show, Kristian.
Okay.
It's all occult and extraterrestrials, and essentially this girl that has psychic powers is trying to stop witches and demons and aliens. It's amazing.
Sweet. Mark Long, hello there to you. Dylan Neal on Mother F and Batman. Chris, do you know that one? Have you seen Paul Giamatti as Batman?
I've seen that.
Okay.
I've seen that clip.
You
can play it still.
Just making sure. What would you rather see? Paul Giamatti as Batman or me as an extra next to Ray Liotta?
That one. I want to see you next to Ray Liotta.
All right.
Well, thanks. We'll get their money. We need it.
Your wife is here, John.
Hey, you made him so.
Perfect.
Look at that earnest fella, just trying his best to get a drink.
Bro, aren't you not supposed to be talking if you're?
I told you a story, right? Yeah, I told you.
No, I didn't hear the story.
I told you. I said I wasn't supposed to say anything. So I did. I said, "Can I have one?" Whatever it was, and they're like, "The fucking guy said." So they dubbed my voiceover. It's not my voice.
Like,
Play it again. Hold on.
Yeah,
really?
watch. It's not my voice.
Well, thanks. We'll get their money. We need it.
Your wife is here, John.
Hey.
It's so at the beginning it sounded like it may be you, but it definitely is not you on the back end for sure.
No, they dubbed it over. for sure.
Oh,
So-
because they didn't want
They
to
didn't
pay
want-
you.
100%.
They didn't want
Well,
you to
they
give you an
wanted to pay
under
me. They
five.
didn't want to pay. Yeah, right. They didn't want to pay
So
me.
then instead they paid some asshole like me to be like, dub over it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So this freaking idiot was talking when he was supposed to just go there and go like this, and hey, I was being a natural actor. I wouldn't just go
I
like.
appreciate that.
I wouldn't just go like this. It's rude. Hi,
Mhm.
give a nice smile to the bartender.
The only thing that's really funny about that, because that's definitely young Christian acting, is like you exude just so much like confidence and or like I know who I am and I'm chill like now as an adult. Then it very clearly you're like, hi. Like,
Right.
it's like there's like you look at a deer in the headlights.
Sitting next to Henry Hill and the guy from RoboCop. What do you want me to do? You see what Dick Jones did to everybody else? He was a savage.
What you're asking me what you wanted me to do?
I wish I knew.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's right. Okay, moving on. Johnny Patriza, Christian, do you have a PO box for mail? Not, I keep telling him this is what I was going to say, and then I realized I was going to lie to you, and I was going to say it's coming soon. I don't know. Let me tell you the real truth. I want to have one.
That's it.
That's it. I don't have one though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have an answer to it. What I need is someone here that can organize things because I don't. Nathan Drake. Someone suggested Awkwafina for Yoko Ono. Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if she's maybe they don't. They have very different voices though. Very
They do.
different voices. She's got a very particular voice, Awkwafina.
She does.
Comes out the gate. Hey, John, we got to change
Yeah.
some stuff with the Beatles.
Right. I can sing. Okay. Worst Awkwafina impression anyone's ever done. Sound like my uncle.
I can sing.
I can sing. Great. Throw another sausage on the barbecue. What are you talking about?
Throw another sausage on the
What are you
barbecue.
doing? 30, 35 so far. 35. Okay, let's see. So we're moving through, and like I said, guys, obviously, if you want questions comic book related, great. If you guys want it, and I really do, like for people in here who weren't on yesterday's show, please let me know like what you would want to see on the Kickstarter in order for you to be interested in making this happen. Okay. There's a big break. There it is. Joe Hendo TV. With the Michael Jackson movie coming out, which biopic do you want for a famous musician? I would love a Kurt Cobain movie with Wyatt Russell playing him. Isn't Wyatt Russell a little too old to play?
Wyatt Russell's way too old to play.
Too old.
Good actor.
How
Very
old? I mean,
good
yeah,
actor.
it was great.
He's
How-
like
I mean,
in his late. He's in his late 30s. We're about the same age, and
Yeah, Kurt Cobain was
Kurt Cobain died at
27.
27. So
Yeah,
no, I don't. I don't
and if
see
you,
that.
especially if you want to start him out early, I
Mhm.
think he's too. It would have been a good cast. He's just too, But then you would have a Kurt Cobain that sounds exactly like Kurt Russell.
Also true.
He sounds just like Kurt Russell. For me, it would be the Rolling Stones.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't hate that. I think we're a little too early, and you sort of got that with
Wu-Tang?
8 Mile, but Eminem would be interesting. No, Wu-Tang, while I would love it, you did have the Wu-Tang American Saga like series, which was fantastic.
But that was documentary though.
Well, no, it was. That was like a reenactment.
Oh, was
like
it?
a
Was it?
dramatic
Was it? Okay.
reenactment. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that Eminem would be interesting. I think that we're way too soon for Kendrick, but I can't wait for when that day comes.
Mm.
And especially if they do it, I almost feel like even though their careers really are separate until the end there, I almost want a split movie of Drake and Kendrick, and then the climax is the end.
Hey, you get it by the people who did the OJ movie, the one that did the trial OJ. Was it Ryan Murphy that did that? I'm not sure, but that'd
the
be
American Crime Story.
Yeah, you know who I think though Winston deserves a biopic that will never get one. Big Daddy Kane.
I mean, yeah, he never
Come on,
would, but
he's a pioneer.
That would be dope. Oh, Outcast.
Yeah.
Outcast would be great.
Fantastic.
What about you, Chris?
Yeah. Oasis could just be so goddamn messy.
I don't know nothing about Oasis other than their song.
Yeah,
Oh
there you
man,
go.
yeah, they are so messy. The Ramones would be fun, and then if we actually had a film that was like with Celine Dion's support, I'd love a Celine Dion film
No, that'd be good.
because there is one out there, but she wasn't part of the process.
Yeah, I'm with Roxy though too. I would like to see more Jeremy Allen White as Bruce Springsteen, because apparently they're talking about a sequel already with Michael. Do a sequel, Bruce, and the reason why I won't get a sequel with Bruce is because the movie ate shit. So, all right, Winston, I got to take this call.
Okay. Yep.
All
So
you can fix it.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So what else? Gopal comes in. I'm really anticipating Pluribus tonight.
Yeah.
Are you going to see Pluribus?
I don't have plans to. Today's Logan's birthday, so it's whatever
Aw.
whatever Logan wants to do. Yeah.
Hey, yo, tell your mans I said happy birthday.
I will.
He's such a sweet individual. For those that don't know Chris's husband, he is the nicest gentleman.
He's the epitome of if he could, he would. He writes me
Yes.
poems. He's so sweet. He's so funny. Ugh, he's the best.
That's so cute. And
Love him.
I still will never get over y'all's, because most of y'all know that I got engaged recently. The y'all story is hilarious to me. That is genuinely one of the funniest stories, and is close enough to mine in that I won't tell your story if you don't want to
Yeah.
be told. But the idea of
Someone could super chat for it.
there you go. You can super chat for her engagement story, which is actually genuinely hilarious. But this idea of my lady was getting a little frustrated with me being like, when is this motherfucker gonna do it? Like, and that was essentially Chris had was like, that sounds a little familiar.
Yeah. Fed up, and then everything predicated on a lie. That's all engagements.
Gobel comes back and says Rhea Seahorn is great and underrated. I have been a fan since Whitney Cummings' sitcom like 15 years ago. Yeah, I forgot Whitney Cummings had a show for a minute.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. I think it was just called Whitney because God, what's his name was in it. He got hit.
Oh,
the stand-up
Crystal
comedian
Leah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never really watched the show, but I remember the show for sure.
Mhm.
Gopal also surprising that Rhea is apparently said Ray. Oh. Then Ray, not Rhea. So Ray
Wow.
Seahorn. All
Okay.
right. Kind of like God, what's his name? Ray Fiennes.
Yeah.
It's definitely
We learned
Ralph.
something today.
It's definitely Ralph.
It's just him being pretentious and British.
Ralph Phineas. That's what that shit says.
Good old
come
Ralph
on.
Finney. That's what they call him when you're his friend.
Yo, Ralph Finney. What's good, dog? Alan Smithy. Hey, wait, hold on. Why do I see myself just like some like do you remember the Key and Peele sketch of the two valet guys?
Yes.
And that's literally how it feels like, yo, I saw him the other day, he brought his car over, and I was like, yo, Ralph Finney, yo, bro, I love you as Voldemort, dog. You are
You're
the
so
ultimate.
good.
You were the ultimate villain, Ralph Finney.
Conclave, my friend.
Conclave. You the Pope. just
It would have been amazing.
Alan Smithy. Hey, Friday crew. I watched the first 10 minutes of Frankenstein at midnight last night. It was a great start. Can't wait to finish tonight. I'm confused. Why were it just 10 minutes?
Was it too late? Were you just like, well, I got 10 minutes, but it's past my bedtime?
Also, isn't it in theaters right now, or am I crazy?
It's Netflix, if this is the Guillermo del Toro one.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes more sense. And maybe you saw the first 10 and you said, woo. And so you were like, I'll have to come back to it. Yeah. No, but respect. I've obviously heard good things. I just haven't sat with it yet.
Let me know if there's eye stuff. There's eye stuff in the trailer. I would love to know if there's a lot of, well, you've only seen 10 minutes, but if anyone else has watched it, if there's a lot of poking and prodding, please let me know so I can just watch like this.
Yeah, for sure. Beto Power, I effing loved Badlands. It was a mix of Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Predator. Music is badass. Mando and Grogu rated a hard PG-13. Whoa.
Ooh.
All right. I really wait. As in a trailer, you're saying this feels like Mando and Grogu with a rated hard PG-13.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, bet.
That's fun.
I mean, so here's my question. I still haven't seen Prey. Do I need to do that before I see this? Y'all, somebody super chatted and tell me one way or the other, or do you know the answer, Chris?
Well, I don't think it's going to be super interconnected. I just think you'd like it.
No, that's the thing. I love Predator movies. I just didn't have a chance to see Prey yet, so I just want to make sure that I'm not about to like be confused or miss something or to have something spoiled or something like that if I haven't seen that yet.
I don't think so because I think they're usually kind of it's an individual hunt each time, and that's what this seems like. So, somebody in the chat said that it's standalone. So
okay, great. Great. Then I will make that a priority. I literally had an opportunity to go last night while I was working. I know that sounds weird, but essentially the job I was working, I run shows every now and again for the House of Blues. All my bands were checked in and there was nothing to do. So I was like, do I go see Badlands? Because the movie theater is literally next door to the House of Blues. And I was like, they're not going to need me. Should I just, no, what if I ruin something? So, yeah. Let's see. What is the next one? Chris, can you read that one for just a quick second?
Yeah. In hopes they do finally get Supergirl right this time. Oh, and this is from Mr. CJ. Hoping they get Supergirl right this time. Not knocking Melissa Benoist's performance, and Sasha was just multiverse. She really is a character that stands alone from Superman. Oh, I agree. I really hope that she has her time to shine because she hasn't really, and there's a lot to do, particularly with this comic book.
Okay, Supergirl is right time. Yeah, no, I totally get it. I liked Melissa, but for sure there are different versions of Supergirl, and that one had a tendency to be a little more and that's not always what Kara is. Like, I'm very excited to see the Kara we're about to get.
Same.
So, Jay Figgy, happy Friday, gang. Saw Predator last night. It was so good. Upset they played the Avatar 3 trailer and showed way too much. I wish I didn't see it.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
That's, I guess if I cared about Avatar, I would feel some type of way. But
are you not excited about it?
I know. Look, the same thing happens. Every time I go to see Avatar in the theaters, I go, damn, this pretty. But like, I'm never, and even in the moment when I saw Way of Water, I was like, whoa. But then when I left, there was zero desire to see it on like streaming or to buy the Blu-ray. There was zero desire to go see it again. It's not knocking people that like Avatar. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
It's just not like.
It's one that, yeah, the more I saw of Way of Water, when it was, oh yeah, we can totally watch it again. Each viewing, I went, I don't know if I like this. I just kind of devolved.
Yeah, it's just not for me. I felt like it is very, very well done, and I understand why people are like obsessed with it. But for me, the visuals are the only thing that make me go, gee golly whiz. The rest of it, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So, Israel Lopez didn't see the live yesterday. I'm hyped that Sholo has been cast as Ace. I'm curious to see the chemistry with Inaki and the rest of the cast. What was Sholo cast as?
Oh, so he's been cast in One Piece. So he's playing the kind of like adopted big brother of Monkey D. Luffy.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
I've never
excited.
seen One Piece because it was just too long. So,
Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna finish that anime.
Did you start it?
I started it, and then Logan's continued watching every now and then. But it's so much. I really should. It's fun. It's a good time.
Just the other day, I had Hulu open. And I was just about to go look at something, and they're like, because you watch like this and this, you would love One Piece. And it says $19.99. I said, bitch, $19.99. Damn. Like, no, I will not be watching one. I need to go watch the live action. That's what I need to do because I cannot. It's over what, 1,500 episodes or something.
Yeah,
I saw a YouTube video, those little fake dating things, and one of them was like somebody being they were like, I only will talk to men that have seen all of One Piece. And they're like, girl, it's got like 1,500 episodes. It's like, how I know you won't abandon me if you can't commit. And I was like, are you kidding me?
That's great.
Israel Lopez, don't care for Avatar. I'll watch Avengers anyway. There you go. Bobby Jackson, I'm not a betting man, but I would put $50 Sam won't make it to January 1st, 2027 without being spoiled. Sadly, There's a lot of ace holes looking to spoil things for people. Hope I'm wrong, though. Yeah, I mean, the upside is the stuff that she does with Kristian so far. I don't think there's any lives other than the live they did together in New York. So, like, fortunately, it's not like she's seeing super chats of somebody trying to ruin something in that regard. So we just got to cross our fingers.
And keep her off the internet.
Keep her. That's the weird part, is keeping her.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The way that she's gotten away with being able to not see all the movies she's seen, she became a mom, was focused on being a mom, doing her and I can't remember what she does for workouts outside of this. So like both of those things just took up her time. So she's not chronically on the internet. So it's possible. It's just that's the whole thing. I feel like the closer and closer we get, there's going to be so many articles. Robert Downey Jr. returns to the MCU. Will he do as good with Doom as he did with Iron Man? Like I already see those articles popping off.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to keep an eye on her. Haskell, hey y'all. Secret Wars is supposed to debut today. We know you all saw it. So what's your reviews? Russos are back. Big Balls versus Squirrel Girl equals epic. Was it supposed to debut today? Oh yeah, it was supposed to be. I think one of them was supposed to be in the spring or something, and then one of them was supposed to be in the winter or something like that.
Oh.
I mean, okay, cool. What's your review of Secret Wars since it was supposed to debut today, Chris?
Great. 2 thumbs way up. I don't.
I'm not even trying to tease anything. You just reactivated a core memory from Wednesday that I apparently had already forgotten. We're doing Blurs in the Hood, and all of a sudden, for those that don't know Matt Thomas, he was a fan of the Schmodown. He's become like a good friend, like a producer for Blurs in the Hood and shit like that. Jay just went on a rant calling him every sort of stepdaddy and uncle like stereotype you've ever heard, just because, and he's younger than both of us, but he's like, why you look like everybody's stepdaddy that nobody wanted? Like all that just went off. I fell out of my chair from laughing so hard. Like it was you fully re-unlocked that. I'm gonna have to clip that out and post it somewhere because y'all, I shit
Yes,
you
please.
not, it was, oh my god, it was fucking funny. Wiley Todd, Grammy noms today. Sinners got 3 noms. Nice. K-pop Demon Hunter got 1 in Best Film Song. Wish Chris Stapleton got a nom instead of 9 Inch Nails for Tron. It was just okay. And I heard Kendrick was the big winner in that he has 9 nominations, which is awesome.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I'm so curious because I'm like, what is I never know with the Grammys or with the Emmys what the cutoff is. The Oscars are pretty easy. I don't understand the Emmys and the Grammys and when the window is, because
I know.
I feel like for some stuff I've been like, wait a minute, how did Taylor get nominated for one thing from this particular album last Grammys, but then she got nominated again for the same album? It doesn't make sense to me. So I get confused.
Very confusing.
Brandon Ninja, if Netflix buys WBD, will they reboot and recast the DCU? What do you think, Chris?
If what they're doing isn't successful, like if we continue to see things not make money, then of course they will. They'll absolutely redo something. If it continues to do well, then they will stay on this path as best they can.
That would be my guess too. You do just I think you don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type stuff, you know. Joe Hendo TV, 2.3 billion watched Ed Gein. Barf. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Ed Gein. It's the latest Ryan Murphy monster show about a serial killer, where for some reason they're like, hey, let's take this horrific serial killer and try to sell you that he's really sexy in all of our promos. I don't understand it. I don't like it.
Wasn't that what they did with what's his name with Dahmer?
Yes, and same creator, same thing.
Yeah,
and it's just he took people's faces off, you guys. It's messed up. It's not. As always, I don't want to kink shame anyone, but you, no,
no. That is
that's
something
horrible.
No. You can kink shame that. Why are we like putting serial killers on a pedestal? Let's not do that.
It's so weird and gross. It's so dismissive to all the victims and their families, and it's just oogie. It makes me, my very professional opinion, it makes me feel bad in my tum-tum, and I don't like it.
in your very professional opinion, it makes you feel bad in your tum-tum.
Yeah.
I fucking can't. That was beautiful. That was
Thank you.
beautifully succinct. John Darius, Zelda has begun filming. Super excited. Which video game adaptation in Call of Duty or Zelda film do you think will possibly push a new era of films, TV stories based on games? Also, genius idea for Wes Ball choosing unknown actors. Well, I thought what's her name? Hunter Schafer is playing Zelda, which she's not unknown.
I don't think she is. I think they went with a different actress, which is kind of crazy because Hunter Schafer looks so much like the character Zelda. But they're going much younger.
I was under the impression that that's, I guess maybe that changed.
Yeah, I think it's a different gal, and then it's also the kid who is in Son of a Critch, which you can watch on Netflix. That kid is hilarious. He's wonderful. It's gonna be really interesting to see what they do with that.
Bo Bragason. I've never heard of this person, a genuine unknown. And then Benjamin Evan Ainsworth.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, yeah, no, I think that is a smart move to go with unknown. So then you're both not caught up on, hey, that's Ryan Gosling is Link. Like you're just like, oh, this kid's Link. But yeah, I think which one will usher it in? Not Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just a standard military thing. That I'm really curious how you're gonna make me go, man. Because yes, there are stories to Call of Duty, but let's keep it a buck. While the campaigns are still interesting, in my opinion, that is not the games that people are like, the campaign for this was crazy. That was Halo. That was the Legend of Zelda. That would those are the games that people are jacked into that. So I think Zelda has a much higher probability of doing that. And I think Sonic was the starting point because Sonic kind of kicked that off, and then Mario came in after with a strong showing as well. And then obviously Minecraft went apeshit. So, I think that Sonic was that kickoff point, to be honest with you already.
Absolutely. And we've seen television do so well with video game adaptations too, with Fallout, with The Last of Us. And you guys have to remember that video games are the highest grossing form of entertainment, bar none. They outsell everything. This is the highest grossing form of entertainment. So, of course, people are going to try to mine that IP to put it into stories because they're hoping that audience then comes to their television audience too. The question is then, do you have something that is as distinct, like Winston was just pointing out, of does this feel like that is intrinsically just this video game? Call of Duty could feel like anything. Assassin's Creed doesn't. Helldivers doesn't. Well, it feels like Starship Troopers, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Go pal. Selfishly, I like Lantern skipping HBO linear TV if the releases are not at 9 p.m. Eastern Sunday nights. I've been a huge Green Lantern fan my whole life. Yeah, I became a big Green Lantern fan around the Justice League time, so I would have been in like 6th or 7th grade. Because one, I didn't know anything other than Hal Jordan at the time, so I was like, "There's a black one," and then I learned about John Stewart, and I was like, "Oh, okay, he's the shit." But yeah, I hope that's when they drop it. That's a nice time to do it. It gives everybody time. So yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
John Darius comes back in, says VG Adaptations has an untapped audience that can help push a $1 billion box office success. Today's generation plays more games that watch films. We just need one great win to show it's possible. Again, you've had those wins though. Minecraft is a big one. Five Nights at Freddy's is a big one. What else? Sonic did well. We mentioned before. The Mortal Kombat did well enough to give you a second movie. The Street Fighter one is building up some hype. Mario did $1 billion. So yes, yeah. It is definitely something that's already there. And that's the thing. I already think there was a number of great wins. That's why they're going full tilt at this point.
The push though is then can you get people to enjoy the movie as much as they enjoy the game? Yes, you spend hours and hours. We've already logged, I think we're upwards of 45 hours in Claire Obscure. And they're talking about making that one movie. That's cuckoo bananas to me. You can't make that a 2-hour film. I've spent so much time with my friends here. I'm intrinsically tied to them. How do you have that still pay off?
You have to find a way to you have to find a way to essentially take the canon of stuff, but let it be its own story. Because
Yeah.
if you try and do a one-for-one retelling, it's not gonna work. Just because, like you said, I've already put hours into this Halo campaign. I know it from top to bottom, up to down, left to right. But you definitely can't do things like within the first episode, take the Master Chief's helmet off because I will kill you. That is not, we're never supposed to know what he looks like. I know the actor wants to be like, look at me, I'm Master Chief. Motherfucker. I still to this day, the minute they did that, I said, I'm off. I'm out. I was like, I gave it one more episode and I said, no.
Yeah.
No. So, you know, because like, look, Last of Us, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't play those games. A vast majority of what happens in the game has been happening in the show, with now shifts happening recently. Some stuff that people didn't necessarily like, but it wasn't, you stayed pretty damn close to it up to a point. You know what I'm saying? You kind of need to do the same thing with a lot of this stuff. Like Mario is all loosey-goosey with the various stories. You could kind of like mix it, but there were things that did not get messed up. Like you did have, you know, the star like making him invincible, and you know, the kidnapping of the princess. Like there was various things that you kept canon that needed to make sense, you know.
Absolutely.
Okay, Supergirl should be an HBO Max series, not a movie. Disagree. Hard disagree.
I like it as a movie. Yeah.
I
Well, and also I haven't seen it, but I think it should be a movie.
Yeah, no, I fully disagree on that one. That's it. I think that a movie would be great. I don't know. Legend MM600. Chris, you rock. Happy Friday day to the best show.
Thanks. You
thank
rock.
Y'all. Thank y'all. John Darius, my DC hype has dialed back until we know which studio has bought Warner Brothers. Interesting. Bracing for a restart. It very well could happen given Gunn isn't too far into his universe yet. Anything can happen. Am I crazy? No, I don't think you're crazy. I really hope that doesn't happen. I really hope that doesn't happen because it just started and it did make money. I hope that we just continue forward. I mean, what are your thoughts?
I think that they hopefully will stick with this. Anything is possible. You're definitely not crazy for thinking that they could just throw everything out, because we've seen that happen before with other buyouts or kind of conglomerations. I just think, though, they need to give it time, because people did respond to Superman well, and it's just one movie in. Let's see what they're doing. Let them cook for a while.
Yeah. No, I agree. Give him a minute. Just give him a minute. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. Tara Ortiz, support for Chris and Winston. Thank you so much. We're at 52, by the way, y'all. We're about halfway there. We got about 15 minutes left. So come on. We can do this. I believe it was 110 is what we're trying to get to.
Let's go.
Jalen Frazier. Both seasons of Peacemaker are critically acclaimed, and it finally charted. According to the WB third quarter earnings, Superman was a hit and drove the company's studio business growth. I'd be more confident if I'm going to be honest.
Oops, sorry. You're back. No, sorry, guys. All right, go ahead. You want to answer that question once? I missed it. So,
I mean, I think Gunn is feeling good. I don't think that there's anything to be worried about one way or the other. Again, I think the only thing that Gunn is probably worried about is the sale. The sale could affect things one way or the other. But if we're just going business as usual, no, there would be nothing to be worried about, in my opinion.
Yeah. The only certainty in this industry, though, is uncertainty. So you can't really move forward going, I absolutely have 100% job security. I think he's probably confident in what he's built, but anything could happen.
Winston, why don't you grab the next one, because I'm still trying to catch up.
Yeah, of course. Go, pal. Winston's week sounds a lot like a colonoscopy prep. Jesus. It felt like one. I will tell you that much. It was Monday was more. I felt like a xenomorph was going to pop out of my stomach. I didn't go to the bathroom at all. I just had that pain where it felt like everything was expanding out. It felt really bad. And then the rest of the week was as Gopal described. So, Joey Pedres, is the Kickstarter telethon still on the table, Kristian?
Yeah, 100%. So basically, I think what you mean, what Joey means is basically starting at 8 in the morning and going to like 8 at night. That's going to be at least one day for sure. And I'm going to have director, writer, writers, myself and Martini, and producers on air, and then I'll have people come in. I talked to Mark Ellis last night. Mark Ellis can try to find some time, pop in the streams. I'll have some of the crew pop in the streams. So yeah, definitely.
Dope. Keeping it going. Go, pal.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who still flashes to Obi-Wan and Grievous in Revenge of the Sith every time I hear "Hello there"?
Hello there.
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely.
Yeah, no, that is definitely where that comes in my mind.
But I go from I'm old school. I go to episode 4. That's where it originated.
Fair. I totally get that. I keep forgetting that is that he said
It originated
because
there.
that's
Yeah.
just never dawned on me. Nathan Drake, didn't you have some audio to play for Winston?
Oh, I sent it to him though. I think I
just chose to ignore it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it, and I
okay,
was like, I didn't realize you were submitting to our robot overlords. Is what I was going to send to you back. But
I figured you would say
whatever.
that, but I was it's predictable.
I knew your move before you even made it.
That's right.
You just activated my trap card.
It's true. Keep going. I'm still trying to catch up.
Go
What time did that come in? That GoPal one that you're looking at?
This one, the Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
That came in at 10:19.
Okay.
Chuck Berry glaring at Yoko is an iconic shot.
Oh, it's the best.
All right.
Have you seen that?
I have not seen that.
No.
So there's Yoko or Chuck Berry and Lennon are performing together, and Yoko's off to the side, and she just starts cackling, this wretched screaming. No one knows what it is. This kind of it's horrendous. And Chuck Berry's just like trying to hold it together, looking at her like it's brutal. It's brutal. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
I have to look at that. I have to look that up. The G-Man, Kristian, nice extra work. Did you listen to Almost Famous commentary where Cameron Crowe complains about the extra behind the mom at the graduation scene?
No. What happened? I want to know about that.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
No, I'd love to hear more about that. Watching bad extras is like one of my favorite things in the world. There's the most famous one now is the Doctor Strange one. You guys have seen that one, right?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, the old lady in Doctor
Oh,
Strange.
in the back of the wedding scene. Yeah. Just
No, I haven't seen. Well, I don't know if mine's bad as much as that. This was just we had to do so many takes because Chevy Chase didn't learn his line. I was on like the 4th episode of Community, and I look like the most lost college student of all time because I just keep walking back and forth and back and forth. But that's because we kept doing the take because he couldn't get it right. So they clearly clipped out multiple times. So I just look like an idiot.
That's hilarious.
It's kind of funny.
You got to send me that.
I'll send it to you for sure.
You got to send it. We clip that out.
Kristian from Michael de Aguiar. Kristian, any truth to the rumors of there being a Chairs Part 2 announcement for Doomsday? P.S. Support for Chris and Winston. P.P.S. Stop muting me.
It's so funny. Like I love Michael. Michael's one of my favorite people on the team, but we have like an ongoing joke now too. He's like, he was like, Chris will never mute me again. So of course I muted him when he said that. So Bob, you guys read the thing already about Bobby saying $50 that Sam won't make it to January 1st.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But as far as the chairs goes, Michael, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that one too. All I heard is the same as you did, which is that they had rumored that they're going to do it. I'm hoping. I'll tell you what. I hope that they do it the day of the launch of the Kickstarter. I'll tell you that. That's when I hope they do it. Okay. What's next one?
You need me to keep going?
Yeah. I can't find. I still can't find it.
All good. Armada LL Cool J biopic.
That would be
with
good.
The Rise of Def Jam. That would be
Yeah.
dope.
Oh,
That would be
I
real
would
good.
love that. I would love that.
Yeah, that would. Sure, he deserves one too.
Absolutely. Let's see. DL, he said it best himself. There are no kings on this earth, only Prince.
Who did?
Hey, said it best himself. I guess Prince probably said that.
Prince probably.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yeah.
so. Okay.
On fire.
I'm getting close. Yeah.
Eric Opperman. Yo, Kristian.
Yes.
I've been watching since 2015. I'm 32, grew up in the Attitude Ruthless Aggression era, applying to a WWE writing job, degree in PR and journalism. Any advice?
So one thing I'll tell you how, you probably have heard my story, Eric, and how I did it. It was a different time back then. But I not only emailed people. I wrote a letter and found the addresses to each. It's a very different time now, but I wrote I found the address to each and every person and wrote them a letter on the creative team. And you definitely write a letter to who you can, find out who the top position people are over there. It's grown significantly since I was there, but what I would tell you is the same advice that Paul Heyman gave me, which is write a letter. And well, I did write another one, right, until you get a response. Like for me, it was like Shawshank Redemption, where they finally wrote me back because they wanted me to stop writing letters. So and do that and let them know you're passionate. And again, the thing that got me the gig, and Heyman told me that as much, is when I was sitting in the thing. He said, well, what are you going to do if you don't get this job? What are you going to do? I said, well, I'll probably come back next month and try again. And he said, that's what got you the job. So show them that you really want it. It's amazing how, and this is kind of what I was talking about and relating it back to what I was talking about yesterday with the Kickstarter, is that if people really see how bad you want something and you're passionate about it and it's truthful, they want to help you. They want to get you on that journey. And if you can benefit them as well, they'll also help you. So meaning, and using both examples, wait, this is a good writer. This is someone who really knows my product and can help my product and really wants this. I'd be stupid not to give this person a chance. In the same way, like, oh, this guy's asking me for $25 on a Kickstarter, but I get to see how the thing is made. I'm an aspiring television writer, and I get to speak to this producer. If I do this, to ask questions that I wouldn't have access to normally, of course I'll do that. You use things that you know that you're passionate about that people will respond to. So hopefully that helps, Eric. All right, advice, next one.
Tara Ortiz. Also, Go See Predator Badlands, so good.
I really got a kick out of that movie. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Joe Hendo TV. Andre 3000 was 38 when he played Jimi Hendrix, though.
Oh yeah, but how did that movie do?
Right. One, how did the movie do? Two, right. Black Don't Crack. Like Wyatt Russell. I love him and he looks youthful, but he looks 37. He does not look 27. Like that's.
But I'll also tell you that until you told me that Andre 3000 wrote, I had forgotten
that he played Jimmy.
Yeah,
fair.
I'd forgotten. It wasn't memorable.
Yeah. The G-Man. Okay, Chris, what is the engagement story? Happy birthday, Logan.
Okay, I'll try to do the fastest version of this. Mm-hmm. So basically, when Logan went to propose to me, I had no idea this was happening, but I was at the point where I was like, this guy better freaking give me a ring. I'm done. And so he calls his brother and he's like, you're going to help me plan out this engagement to Chris. So he tells me his little brother's coming into town and we have to go pick him up from the airport the next day. I get a day's notice. So I'm cleaning our house frantically because this is the only family member of Logan's I've ever met. And he's like, what are you doing? Why are you scrubbing the house? I don't want your brother to go back home and talk about what a POS I am and how our home is disgusting and make your mother judge me more. And I was like, also, like, I can't believe that you've slept in this late. We've got to go get his flight. You're being so crazy. He's like, no, it's at Burbank. It's fine. So I'm just like in this bad mood where I'm like, clean the house by myself for your brother. You haven't done shit. Hate you. We're driving to the airport. So we're getting over there. Basically, he's like, oh, Colin just called me because his brother calls. They're taking too long to get off the plane, so we're just going to park and go get him. Okay, fine. So we go into the parking garage. We park in there. Logan is walking, and he like stops. I just go, come on, let's go.
Right.
Well, I just want to point out that I'm in the spot that this is where you told me that you loved me for the first time. And all I wanted to do right then is what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to get down on one knee and I'm going to ask you to make me the happiest man in the universe and marry me. And I start bawling. I'm like, of course. Okay. All right, let's go get your brother. And he's like, he's not here, you idiot. He's like, screw you. I hate you so much.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then when we went to leave, like we leave the parking garage and we go to pay. And Logan looks at the parking attendant and goes, I just proposed to her. She said yes. And he was like, here? in the Burbank airport.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
he was
great.
Just so it was like, cool, bud. Thanks so much.
Oh, that is absolutely hilarious.
It's real sweet.
The good news also is that I caught up, Winston. I got it.
Okay, great.
I love that story. Thank you, Chris. Jeff Howerton, why not release a regular length Doomsday trailer online and extended length in theaters? I guess you could add some extra stuff too, but that's going to get leaked too. Same thing. Okay. Thank you again for that one, Jeff. Draw J, have you watched Solo Leveling? No, I haven't. Chris, have you?
No, it's in my queue. I have to watch it.
So good.
I
It's
know.
so good.
I gotta do it. I will. I promise.
Is it anime?
It is, and
okay.
it won like anime of the year last year,
okay.
all that kind of stuff. It is the most watched anime on Crunchyroll right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Alan Smithy, remember, folks, as far as the movie Avatar is concerned, you are the villain. This might account for its lack of popularity for some. You humans are evil.
Well, I get that, but that's not that has been the case in a number of movies. That's not why it turns me off. I like it. It was the Fern Gully of it all and everything else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't original enough for me or so groundbreaking as far as the storytelling goes that I was like, oh man, like it was, again, the technological achievements is what did it, but that only lasts so long. And especially watching it on my TV at home is not the same as watching it on an IMAX.
Oh, that part of it, I agree with you. I always put I not you in particular, but I always like kind of roll my eyes normally when people talk about the how it's not an original story, and it's like, what stories are.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
What I specifically mean by that is like the story didn't wow me enough. It doesn't have to be
that's different. That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. It's just like when people go, oh, it's Fern Gully or it's Dances with Wolves. Like Star Wars, Star Wars is one of my favorites of all time. You pick about 7 different movies that Star Wars was.
Yeah.
Fully agree. And so that was more from the standpoint of, yes, a lot of those you can see are derivative.
You didn't respond. You didn't respond to it. That's different. Yeah,
they feel derivative enough.
Yeah.
And this didn't to me.
I will say humans aren't the enemy, though. It's not humans. That's the same way as saying because Lex Luthor is the bad guy, humans are bad. Capitalism, industrialism, and taking away resources from indigenous peoples is what they're talking about.
Sigourney Weaver is not a bad guy in that.
Neither is what's his name that becomes an avatar.
Right.
Or a Navi.
Right. Go Pal. Have you guys seen Face Off? Needs reaction. I feel like
I haven't. I was the one that I was the one
Chris,
that hadn't.
Right, Chris. That's the one. Winston will watch it with me, but yeah,
it'll be so fun.
It's gonna be a fun one. He'll like that one. Maybe we'll do that one in December. The G-Man Grammy cutoffs 8:30, 25. We
were complaining earlier when they mentioned the Grammy nominations that I have no idea when the cutoff is for nominating, and I always get confused when they're like, "Oh, Kendrick did what?" And I was like, "But wait a minute, when did so it was that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that."
Brandon Ninja, Zelda would be more successful animated than live. I'll tell you, I never ever will take a definitive answer like that. You're right. How do you know? You don't even know who made it. You don't even know who's really how they're going to film it. And if they hit on a live action, most of the time live action is going to overperform animated. So I'm going to disagree with Brandon.
I'm going to disagree too, because I also think in terms of like, since we're talking video game adaptations, you could potentially make that argument for Minecraft, and look what Minecraft did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Sonic was a blend of the two, and look what Sonic did. Like, I think that the
live action, you have way more to break through and make a lot more money. So I'm going to thoroughly disagree there. Gopal, can Assassin's Creed be a good movie / series, maybe 1 season per time period? I heard Fassbender's adaptation of Garbage. It was terrible. It would be much better. My opinion, most video games would be better as a series.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think that is correct. I think there are a couple exceptions. I think Five Nights at Freddy's, it makes more sense to have them be movies just based off of how those go.
Yeah.
I do worry a little bit about Zelda because there's so much in those games, and especially the most recent ones, but I still think that you could make it happen with the movie. You just have to decide how you want to tackle it.
Yeah.
Seattle KO support. There you go. Thank you so much. 60 so far. 60. Yoshimitsu, a PC game that would make a great movie trilogy is Thief, story-focused steampunk fantasy. Each of 3 games could be easily condensed to movie length.
Oh, that game's fun. I've only played the one, the Square Enix 2013, 2014. Yeah, it's fun.
The G-Man, support for Chris and Winston. Hello there.
There's
and then Yoshimitsu, for TV, the game you want is, you know what? Just Hex, I actually have this somewhere. This is one of those things. It's so funny. I remember having Last of Us sitting on my shelf for years unopened, and I finally played it when the series came out. I have that. I know I have that game. Cyberpunk thriller, very reminiscent of X-Files. That has more story that would need the long run time. I got to play that. Because my wife, who is the farthest thing from a gamer, like was randomly buying me video games for gifts, which I loved, but they're still sitting on my shelf. But yeah, I'd like to play that one.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay, 60 as we get to the next one here, and that is Ulujilo, who James Gunn says. Oh, sorry. He says James Gunn can be a little one note with team up movies with gunny humor. Took me out of the Superman movie. Unfortunately, I hope he lets the other directors make their movies more of their own. I'm kind of with him. Kind of, you got to pick one. What are you? Are you running the whole shop, or helping other people be creators, or you making? I want to make all the movies in my type of tone. I'm with you. Joe Hendo TV. I'm actually graduating college in May with a journalism degree as well. Any advice on how to get my foot in the door with film criticism? For me, it depends on what you want to do. The game has changed dramatically. Now you can do it by doing this. Couldn't do that. I mean, we Mark and I, when we started, it wasn't really. We had no idea that we would ever really. I remember I've told this story. We were sitting at the True Grit screening, and the two of us looked over and saw Leonard Maltin sitting there. And we looked at each other and go, what the hell are we doing here? Like, we just felt, it was like imposter syndrome type stuff, But now it's like, you can really, it depends on what kind of film critic you want to be too. Do you want to be someone like, and I, as much as I disagree with every opinion he has, I think he's a brilliant writer, and that's William Bibiani. Do you want to be that kind of film critic? Or do you want to be a Jeremy Johns type film critic? Like there's a lot of different options. So, and I say that as Jeremy is one of the most respected people in this space, and I love Jeremy's style is more what I respond to, because that's he and I kind of line up on the same things. Seattle KO. What movie was that Harloff Ray Liotta syndrome? It was an HBO movie called Point of Origin. It was a true story about an arsonist. He was a cop or a fireman who posed himself as he was like trying to help the fires, and he was setting all of them. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Do I have the second scene? I think I have the picture when I was in that movie twice. The second time was as a burn victim, and I wanted to make sure people knew it was me, so I put my hands down there, like do the DX suck it sign. Do I still? I don't know. Do I still have that picture? I don't know if I still have it. I might have deleted it. I don't know why I deleted it, but I think I did. I apologize to myself. Okay, next one is Ronetta. What's up, Ronetta? We're supposed to be screaming "Let's Go Blade" today. Oh, that's right. It's supposed to come out today. Instead, we're mourning what could have been, scheduled to release on 11/7. Isn't that crazy?
Oof.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God, always got some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill, man.
I know. He'll be there eventually. Didn't he? He showed up in the zombies thing, didn't he?
He did, in Marvel Zombies.
Yes.
Okay. Who voiced him?
Not Mahershala.
Mahershala, but somebody that was doing a Mahershala impression and did a pretty good job.
Wow. Assault. Holy mother of God, that pilot episode of Pluribus. I hear it's good. I hear it's pretty good.
Really? I can't wait, man.
I hear it's pretty good. My cat, Warcraft made $439 million. Why no sequel? I think it probably cost $225 million to make. That's probably
it costs too much, and I believe didn't it get bad reviews? If I
it didn't get
correctly?
great reviews. It's not great. It's not great. So
oh my God, 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. I know that's not the end all be all, but that's not good.
But woof.
And 76 from audiences, but yeah, it was critically panned hard.
Yeah, it wasn't great, and it's kind of forgettable. All right, so that's it for now. 62. Good performance by the Capes crew here today. So there we go. Thank you guys for being here. We're gonna put this up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are found. Before, real quick, Chris, one more time,
Oh, you can head on over to Two Filthy Casuals Pod wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on YouTube. Again, this week we are talking about some reality television. And if you don't like reality television, this is the whole thesis of our podcast. Why don't you see what it's about and see if it's something for you or if you can take something from it? So go check that out. And once again, happy birthday, Logan. Send him good vibes, you guys.
Yes, happy birthday to Logan. And we got two more. Hold on a second. Oh, that's great. Burn Victim Harloff is my profile picture. Look, that's me. That's me right there. Doing the second. That's freaking hilarious.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ryan S is my favorite. My favorite right now. That's absolutely hilarious. Has that been on there for a while? You just did that now. Either way, amazing.
That's fantastic.
Renetta, it's a little late, but it's still loud. Big birthday energy for my son, Isaiah. That's awesome. He had 15 on November 4th. It's crazy. Mine's gonna be 14, Renetta. So crazy.
Wow.
This is a good one, actually. The Blazing Kids. I think Metroid would be a better live action than the thing with Zelda that everyone else talks about, but the Link just growls, so it's going to be interesting. I think Metroid is actually a good one too, though.
Yeah,
it's a real good one. I'd like to see Metroid.
That is a good point that Link doesn't talk a lot, but I think that there is.
They'll change that.
But I hope it doesn't get too ridiculous because there's something about him not talking that's also interesting. I don't know how they're gonna do that.
As long as they don't go the way of the animated series and have him all, excuse me, princess.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Don't do that.
Oh, no. That's Freeze had it for months, even better. Now I'm gonna highlight your comments even more now. It's amazing. I love that. That's so good. Okay. Thank you guys once again for being here. As I said, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Today I just found again I'm aiming, and I don't have a definitive on this yet, but I'm aiming for probably the first week in December to launch, leading into January. But I'll have more information soon. We are, and hopefully can announce the director and producer soon and all that stuff too. So I'll have more information. We have our reaction to Oppenheimer going to drop tomorrow. And then on Sunday night, I think I'll be dropping the Welcome to Derry episode 3. Monday will be It chapter 2. And then Tuesday will most likely be Barbie, which Sam and I did. And then looking for Wednesday to most likely be Predator, Killer of Killers. So that's kind of where we land. And then once we pick up to December, it's going to be on. Everybody's going to be involved and we're going to be kicking ass. So thanks for being here.
And follow me at the Swaggy Blurred since the.
Did I not? Did I?
No,
but you didn't you do a big huge plug before too? Yeah, right.
In the middle of the show, but I just did. Chris did a second one. Just Swaggy Blurred, Spill the Tequila with Roke on Tuesdays, Blurred's a Hood on Wednesdays, and we'll be back with Demon Slayer next week.
So there you go. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. And that's it. Thanks to Chris. Thanks to Winston. And we'll see you guys on the flip side.